Tigers appear orange to humans but green to most other animals, which makes them such deadly hunters. One of the oldest rocks in existence, the Murchison meteorite. It's 4,600,000,000 years old and likely existed before the Earth itself had completely formed. This is a behind-the-scenes shot of how the famous Windows 10 computer desktop wallpaper was made. This diver is swimming with the oldest known shark with an estimated age of around 500 years old. A real dinosaur skin from around 70 million years ago recently found in the Hell Creek in Montana, USA. The Ferrari 900 is the only motorcycle made by Ferrari, only one model in the world. This fox froze in a lake and was cut out to be used as a marker to warn others of the danger. The world's most dangerous plant in Australia. One sting lasts up to 9 months on your skin. A preserved human brain from the Iron Age, still intact after roughly 2,600 years. This artist used 650,000 Lego pieces to recreate Claude Monet's Water Lilies painting. This CT scan of a pigeon shows the complex blood vessel system in its head. Rare photos. A poliomyelitis patient is being examined by medical staff inside an iron lung, Rhode Island, United States, 1960. The Golden Gate Bridge opening to the public for the first time back in 1937. It almost collapsed. The assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. He was shot dead while standing on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, 1968. Human zoos. Filipinos are pictured in loincloth sitting in a circle together at Coney Island in New York, while crowds watch on from behind barriers between 1900 to 1958. Roy Wensley posing with the first humanoid robot named Herbert Televox in 1927. Sonny Barger Diao, leader of the Hells Angels in 1967. John F. Kennedy campaigning Door Toto 1960. Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife minutes before assassination that would lead to World War I 1914. Nikola Tesla, the last photo ever of the famous scientist 1943. Presidents of Ukraine, the US and Russia signing an agreement for Ukraine to give up nuclear weapons in exchange for security guarantees 1994. Millard Fillmore, 13th President of the United States. Rare photos. This is what a real, authentic plague mask from the 1500s looked like. This is what the biggest leaf ever found in the Amazon rainforest looks like compared with an adult man. In a deck of cards, every king except for the King of Hearts has a mustache. This right here is a photo from President Abraham Lincoln's first inauguration in 1861. This is what a stack of $1,000 worth of uncirculated $1 bills looks like next to a stack of $1,000 worth of used $1 bills. American Fruit Loops and Canadian Fruit Loops are totally different colors. This, from 1896, is what one of Pablo Picasso's first ever self-portraits looks like. You can tell the difference between cheap pasta and expensive pasta by looking at them. This is what the American candy section looks like in a UK store. This right here is a photo from President Abraham Lincoln's first inauguration in 1861. This is what the Rosetta Stone looks like from the front. This is what a husky looks like compared with a wolf. This rootless tree being kept alive by another tree. This skull of a platypus. This fox that froze in the lake and then was cut out to be used as a landmark. Rare photos. This is what a human skeleton looks like compared with a gorilla skeleton. Cat was spotted on top of Bolivia's iconic statue, leaving people wondering how it got there. The leg of a professional cyclist showing extreme muscle definition shortly after a race. This is the Kettle Co. Atlas, the largest flying creature to have ever existed compared to a human. An abandoned building barely wider than a doorway squeezed tightly between structures in Tokyo. These power lines prove the curvature of the Earth slowly vanishing over the horizon. Flat earthers won't like this one. This is how big a wolf's paw print is compared with a human hand. A colorized picture of Queen Elizabeth II in 1944. She was only 18 at the time. This is what the American section in a German sporting goods store looks like. This is what a mass of DNA looks like. This is what the late 7'7" NBA legend Manute Bol looked like while swimming in a typical swimming pool. This is what the world's tallest man, Sultan Kosen, looks like next to his wife. This photo is one of only 2 photos in existence of the U.S. Supreme Court in session. Hospitals have machines that allow doctors and nurses to see exactly where your veins are. Rare photos. This dusty chair captured a full denim print, pockets and all. A tree branch pierced through the ceiling during a storm. Luckily, the bed was empty when it hit. Coffin with a cage. Did someone try to come back from the dead? A company makes custom motorcycle helmets that look just like your face. This is the condition of the field tractor after the barn fire. This window's view looks like a painting. This urinal makes for a pee-free floor at a local restaurant. She found this cool stick at Naraji Temple, Japan. This perfectly spun web with a spider waiting for visitors. Check out this bird poop masterpiece in the parking lot. This Dutch firefighter just finished fighting a fire in freezing conditions dimensions. This is the size of a hummingbird nest. In 2017, Hurricane Irma swept away the dune, holding this pine tree at Talbot Island State Park, Florida. After the fire, the timer turned into a surrealist sculpture. This fork and spoon look like gardening tools. My mom accidentally baked her iPad in the oven. This tree is growing inside an abandoned silo. Every year I wrapped the last gift with the scraps from wrapping all the gifts before it. Rare photos. A helpless fox frozen in its final moments under the ice. Ancient Egyptians wore gold sandals with toe caps to match. This man carried his horse on his back for 3 miles. After it was bitten by a snake, the horse was able to be saved. Student at Colleen High School after he found out the shooters were his friends. Japanese designer has created a small crystal cube that reduces the resolution of objects you pointed at. This razor gaming headset saved the life of an 18-year-old gamer by stopping a stray bullet that came through his window while he was gaming. A man found a 20-year-old banana in his coat pocket. The inside of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. There are only 30 golden tigers in existence, making them extremely rare. This is how big the engines of the Space Shuttle Discovery are compared to a person. This circle that appeared in the evening sky over Beijing, China. A tiger's tongue is so rough that it can strip the skin from the bones of an animal. A creature made entirely of cicada shells. The father gets a tattoo of his daughter's last drawing before she passed away from cancer. This artificial heart has been successfully implanted into a human for the first time. Rare photos. This photo shows 28-year-old Marcy boarders a Bank of America employee covered in dust after taking shelter during the collapse of the South Tower. Olympic diver's face before hitting the water. Mountain gorilla Nasi passed away while resting in the arms of her rescuer and caregiver of 13 years. These are the dark hedges in Northern Ireland. Their twisted trees create a spooky and eerie atmosphere. A farmer spraying milk at police forces during the protest against falling milk price at the EU headquarters in 2009. This person found the exact spot from the 1,000 yen bill. The remains of this anglerfish with its eerie bioluminescent lure washed up on shore, offering a rare glimpse of this deep-sea predator. Scientists took Stephen Hawking to a zero-gravity shuttle once just to lift him from his wheelchair and make him happy. This man found the black box of Eastern Flight 980 that crashed 31 years ago. Frozen spiderweb hanging like lace after a cold morning. A person with missing fingers tattooing to create the illusion of intact fingernails. This approach helps improve self-esteem and body image.